Hello, Greenlight fans. We have this 1970 Oldsmobile 442 convertible, and this is from the Barrett-Jackson auction. Let's take a look here. The Olds 442 was available between 1964 and 1987. It was actually the Olds cut list, and I guess the 442 was a package, and it was an acronym for the car's original 4-barrel carburetor, 4-speed transmission, and the dual exhausts. So 442. This 1970 version, I guess, had a 7.5 liter V8, making 365 horsepower. And you can tell in 1970 by the fact that it has a vertical grille as well as vertical tail lights. Alright, let's take a look at this photo, right? Looks pretty good. Looks like that photograph to me. Here's another picture from that Barrett-Jackson website. But oddly, it looks leaner in this one now. So it really depends on the angle you take photographs, right? Okay, here's a front view, but from a different website. They're the vertical grille bars. Right. And also rectangular turn signals or lamps below those round headlights. Alrighty. Let's go this here. And then we have the vertical tail lamps. And I like how the exhausts are like, partially in the rear bumper there. There's a focus on the bumper there. So pretty neat. Alright. I guess this car was the pace car in the Indy 500 back in 1970 as well. Although I'm not sure if it was the convertible or the coupe version. Alright, we got a nice yellow paint. Not metallic, just regular yellow. Unfortunately, there's some sort of casting problem right there, I think. There's like extra zinc. 442 looks good, and then this chrome accent, or maybe it's just a pinstripe of some sort, but it carries across, and it's printed very nicely. I think these are supposed to be chrome on the wheel well. They're just painted silver. And then door handle sticks out, and the lock as well is a tiny bump painted silver. These wheels look alright. Sorry, keep losing focus. 5 lug nut holes, and then there's air passing between the spokes. The tires have curvature to them, have Goodyear printing as well as that other stuff, and it looks alright. It's just maybe they're not very round. I very often find that if you just flip the tire around, it seems to be better. But the backside, no, there's no printing there, so there's no choice. That's too bad. Alright, I'll mess with it later. Alright, we got a little printed on side markers here. Seem okay. The front again, we got the white headlamps, which I think they had to be white because the bumper area is painted silver. And that bumper is just cast into the metal. It's not a separate piece. And then these recesses are rectangular. I think there might be white paint in them. Yes, there is. Black paint here. 442 looks legible. The vertical ribs, and there's black in the grille, so that's good. Boy, yeah. The panel gap isn't so hot. And we got some hood pins. Black paint for the vents. Looks alright. Come on. Yeah, that doesn't want to open. So, it's just another case where they just shouldn't even bother having a hood because it doesn't even work. Alright? It's just making the model look bad by having these gaps. Alright, silver paint for the chrome around the windshield. No indication of wiper blades. Maybe these tiny bumps are supposed to be them. Alright, this side of the car looks just as good as the other side. Everything's nicely done. Yeah, looks good. Tail. Yeah, the exhaust, they have a little cutout there. It's not as good as the photograph, but it's a good attempt. And then for painted taillights, it's alright there. At least they painted them well. The red isn't coming outside those grooves. Nice to see the Barrett-Jackson license plate there. And then the keyhole, 442. And then a little silver here. I guess that's probably a chrome piece on the real car. Good molded interior. A lot of rib details, door details, and then the dashboard. But it's really hard to see because it's, black plastic. Kinda need a flashlight. Yeah, can't really see much, so that's too bad. But the real car at this auction had a black interior, so it actually is realistic. It's just, yeah, alright. I'm sure they've done this in many other colors and many other releases. Let's see, the bottom. I do love that Greenlight has the car info. In particular, I know this is 1970, and then who made it, or roughly when this was cast. But the tires, I mean, they're just really not realistic at all. These look like drag tires in the back, and then it just makes no sense to have tires this wide on the front. So it's really strange that, you know, it looks like a cartoon. It's totally ruins the realism, at least from the bottom view. But from the side view, I think it looks alright. You know, the tires are slightly sunken under the fenders. Maybe, yeah, I guess it's okay. For some reason, though, I kind of feel like it's sitting too high off the ground. Hold on a sec. Let me get this plastic plate here to simulate the ground. Maybe it's the tires are just too tall. Or the wheels and tires are too tall. There's just too much height here. It's not realistic compared to the photographs. It looks like a high roller, you know, is going to go off-roading or something like that. So that's kind of an issue. I guess if there's ever a Greenlight for me to do a wheel swap on, it might be this one, because the stance is just weird. You know, it looks like something that'd be rolling around in Daytona Beach during spring break. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, well, minus the wheels, I guess it's alright. I mean, there's no actual, well, I guess that is a blemish. And then, you know, I don't really care about the hood opening, but some of you guys probably do. That's maybe why you buy these Greenlights. But in this case, it just doesn't work at all, so it just seems kind of silly, right? Alright, well, let's compare it to a couple other vehicles here. I definitely don't have any other Oldsmobiles in my collection, but I do have this 69 Kyosho Ford Mustang Boss 302. At least it's in the general time frame. And it's also yellow. See, so I just don't think that Oldsmobile should be that high. It looks like it's riding much too high. Yeah, weird. Alright, well, I don't have any Oldsmobiles other than this, so I'm just going to leave it at this. Nothing else to compare to. So I've already discussed the shortcomings, what I think is wrong. But maybe there'll be a different video to come with a wheel swap. Alright, I'll catch you around. See ya.